A national state of emergency has been declared in New Zealand as Cyclone Gabrielle continues to lash the Northern Island, causing major flooding and destruction. Let's go to our New Zealand Bureau Chief, Jessica Maggio. She's live for us in West Auckland. Jessica, so how bad is it?
Well, Pete, it's the third time in New Zealand's history that a state of emergency has been declared. The first was during the Christchurch earthquakes in 2011, those deadly earthquakes that killed hundreds of people. And the second was during COVID-19. So it's quite a serious situation. The situation in Auckland in particular has deteriorated overnight. The gusts that are blowing right now are probably above 100 kilometres per hour. We haven't had official confirmation of that, but they are very strong. And the situation where I'm standing at the moment in Murirai Beach, what happened is that one of these properties was caught in a landslip, and two volunteer firefighters actually went into the property to see either whether there were people inside, we haven't had that confirmed, or whether the property itself was going to topple over, and that's in fact what it did. It did collapse in on itself, trapping those two firefighters. Now, one of those volunteer firefighters was rescued and taken to hospital. He remains in a critical situation. The second firefighter, however, is still trapped. A very sad situation. We were turned back by police rather aggressively, which suggests to us that the situation's not looking very good for him at all. They've suspended the search for him because the situation is deteriorating so rapidly, and because it's so precarious down there. The winds have picked up, the rain has eased, the wind's expected to keep going. In fact, it's causing so much destruction, I'm having to hold my IFB, my phone up to make this actual connection, because we're losing cell service right across the region. 10 regions across the North Island are under a state of emergency, which is why they've declared this national emergency. But as I say, this situation here this morning happens to be the worst of it.
He made the decision to pull our USAR teams out because it was just too dangerous. The hills were moving, and rain was driving in there, and the whole street's been evacuated there, and it was just too dangerous to be in the vicinity, let alone on the site itself.